Felt that, yeah. Well, that was great, Dan.
Thanks.
Well, I played you my sad song first, so I'm gonna play you my love song next. I wrote this song kind of through I really like Greek and Roman mythology, so it's kind of like a love song through that lens. It's sort of a newer song. I wrote this a couple months ago, and it's called Diana. Your voice rings like a clarion cry, tolls the end of my karmic night. You're the flame I light in a shadowed mire, illuminates in my darkest desires. Your smile so bright, it burned a hole in my life. Honey-eyed, you melt my insides. Now I'm your pool to admire, a mirror to your own red sky. Orpheus and his love. Just don't turn and look back. Birds call your name at dawn. They're singing your song in waves. I taste your salt. I hear your pontos call.
will not be able to see that, but you'll.
We're
Well,
quick,
well,
we're quick
yeah, you're
learners.
quick
We
learners.
got it.
Okay, like I said, Indigo and the Rainbows, meaning whoever's in the room is the band. So I would like to invite you to sing with me. This is a song from my book, In the Thin Place. There's some copies up for sale on the merch table. And I do have a copy that you can browse through. It's buried in my bag, but I'll bring it out during the break. I just got this published in June. It's a collaboration with a New Hampshire artist that includes poems, songs, visual art, illustrations, photography. And the book itself was hand-bound by this artist who is also trained in bookbinding. It's just a very special project that took years to complete. And we're finally here, yay, hooray.
Yeah.
So I'd love to do this song. And this song is called Birds, and it was actually given to us by a bird. I went to the beach and sat there, just, I don't know, wanting something. And you know how seagulls come and they will start circling you and caw at you because they want your chips or they want to chase you away so they can rummage through your bags? Well, this seagull just stood between us and the ocean and looked at me for we're talking a half an hour of this bird did not move. It was just staring at me. And during that time, I wrote the chorus of the song, and it wasn't until the chorus was complete that the bird finally just flew away. So I feel very strongly the seagull brought, and there's a beautiful illustration of the seagull in the book as well, of course. So the song is very simple. It's just like ad-libs. There is 2 phrases, and the first one has a noun, and the second one has a verb. So it goes, I don't understand birds, but I know how it feels to fly. I don't understand life, but I know how it feels to die. I don't understand you, but I know how it feels to be me. How different could it be? How different could it be? So I'm going to sing a phrase, you're going to sing it back, and we're going to learn that real quick. I don't understand birds, but I know how it feels to fly. Let's try that. I don't understand birds, but I know how it feels to fly. I don't understand life, but I know how it feels to die. Feels to die. I don't understand life, but I know how it feels to die. I don't understand you, but I know how it feels to be me. I don't understand you, but I know how it feels to be me. How different could it be? How different could it be? Beautiful, let's sing the whole thing. I don't understand birds, but I know how it feels to fly. I don't understand life, but I know how it feels to die. And I don't understand you, but I know how it feels to be me. How different could it be? know how it feels to be me. How different could it be? How different could it be? All have the same components, the same capacity for love. Yet, with our best intentions, we often do more harm. We are each a unique individual, yes. But as the Dalai Lama says, same human being. The Dalai Lama says, same human being, same human being. How different could it be? How different could it be? I don't understand birds, but I know how it feels to fly. I don't understand life, but I know how it feels to die. I don't understand you, but I know how it feels to be me. How different could it be? How different could it be? Can you sing how different could it be? How different could it be? Keep it going. How different could it be? How different could it be? Same human being. Same human being. How different could it be? How different could it be?
Thank you, Indigo. That's our first official sing-along, I think.
Yeah,
Of
but
the
we'll
bridge.
do more. We'll do more. You guys are supporting us.
Yeah, great voices out there, too. I heard you.
Thank you. Thanks for singing.
Yeah. Whose first time is it at a Songwriters round? Got a few hands up there. Well, welcome. This is one of my favorite formats. I've been to open mics, I've been to shows, but there's something about the Songwriters round that's just like, I feel like it's like a crucible. Like, this is our third one, and that we've done here as the bridge, and none have been the same, and each is a very special space and container, and that takes all of you being here too. So really appreciate all of you showing up for your friends, showing up for strangers, showing up for live local music and songwriters, and I hope that you get to walk away with a really special experience as well, because we're going to have an intermission after this next round, and you get to come say hi, talk to these songwriters, and for me that's always been powerful, because like we know a little bit about each other now. Mostly we know about them, but I think it speaks to all of us. And so the next question I have for you all, and this is the one that Dan spoke to a little bit, but I'm curious, like, what was the first song you wrote, and what inspired you to make that creative act? Because songwriting, sometimes it's a thing, it's a natural thing that we just walk to and we approach, but sometimes there's something that asks us to take that step. So I'm curious, if there's something else, if you want to elaborate some more, or if you got something else.
Yeah, I can build on that a little bit. I mean, the first song I wrote was the one that I played for you, but I wrote it in a way that, it was like I was bullied to write it by Blair, yes. But also it was this, I guess I'll continue the question of like, what was it like to record the song? Because like, I wrote the song in a place where I was like very melancholy and kind of sad, and And then when I started recording it, and then when I started to like share it with people, specifically like Haley Johnson helped me with the vocal arrangement of the song, and she had been to Atlantis plenty of times, and she was like, you know, Atlantis always starts kind of like melancholy and ends a little bit with a party, and so she helped me to like bring that aspect of it out, and with the vocal arrangement, and kind of like bringing it up at the end, and then hearing the song recorded with all the instrumentation and my buddy Dave playing mandolin on it, it was like, oh wow, this is like a happy song. Like I didn't think that it was going to be.
Wow.
And so that was a cool experience of like, oh wow, it did start in like a melancholy kind of like introspective place, and then it ended in a way that was like, oh wow, this is like really pretty, you know. So that was a cool experience of that first song for sure.
Cool.
That's awesome. I'm trying to like get my timeline right. The first thing that came to mind was I was in a hotel room in Dublin, borrowing my cousin's travel guitar, and I had self-taught myself guitar the prior like 3 years, but I hadn't written anything. I was just like playing covers of songs I liked, and at some point I just started playing just 2 chords, E and A, open, and just started writing this song, like a love song. But it was like there were like 5 lyrics. Like it wasn't like there's maybe a chorus. I don't even know if there was a verse. But then I was like, I guess technically though, I wrote a different song first. I was studying abroad, and I lived in like an attic in this Czech family's house in Prague. And my teacher lent me her guitar, this like busted up guitar. The action was like the strings were like 5 feet off of the fretboard. But I technically wrote another like 2 chord song on that guitar, and I do actually play that song out still to this day. I like revitalized it. That was also a love song. So to answer your question, what was the inspiration? In both cases, it was love. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, being just a little older than these two. Oh my god. Well, I wrote my first song probably when I was a teenager, but I don't remember it. So the song I think of as my first song, I wrote in my 20s. That was a while ago. And it was a song I wrote for myself on my birthday because I was very depressed. And I used to always get very, very depressed on my birthday. And after I wrote this song, it started to get better, so I think it helped me with that. But essentially, the song was about, I don't want to get up in the morning today, and my life has no purpose. But here we are. We got to wake up and see what's real and face the life and do all of that. And actually, same thing, like the song was in the back, drawer for a very long time, and just in the last couple of years, it reemerged, and I've rewritten it, and it's still there. So I think, and this actually speaks to what I'm going to play on this round. I started out as a poet first. Was always about words first for me. And I used to play the piano. I was a classic pianist when I was young. Then at some point there was a break between me and the piano, and I stopped playing the piano, and I picked up the guitar because I could do that alone in my room, and I could have privacy, where the piano was in a public part of the house. And that's when I really started thinking about songwriting, because as soon as you can play 3 chords, you can write a song. So, like I said, I don't think I wrote anything of worthwhile then, but the idea came from that. And the song that I'm going to play today is actually a process song. Also, sometimes what happens, and you may be able to relate to this, you hear a phrase, a great phrase, or a great lick or a great something, and then you play it over and over and over because you don't want to forget how it goes. I mean, even recording it, sometimes you can't remember how did I play the guitar? What did I do exactly? And because of that, the song I'm going to play has a ton of repetition in it. And I realized the repetition started from, I'm just trying to remember what I'm writing here. And then it evolved into, I actually really like the way the sounds this way. So sometimes that's the impetus. It's just the process of writing informs what you end up with at the end.
Yeah.
That makes any sense?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, y'all. I'm going to give me just a second to move the things.
The prop.
Move the prop away.
Okay, this is, I'm going to play another song that was, I wrote the song. I'm not going to tell you what it's about yet. I wrote the song, and I wrote it on a long drive from coming back from Portland, driving to Colorado, and it was after a summer I spent like maybe like a month here when I wasn't living here, and went to Oregon Country Fair and did all these festivals and stuff, and I was driving back, and I wrote this song, and I sent it to a friend, my friend Haley, and I sent it over on like a voice memo kind of recording, and she was like, "God damn, Dan, this is the sexiest song you've ever written." And I was like, "Girl, it's about my vape." And I hate that it's I hate that it's about that, but it's about my stupid don't ever start vaping or using nicotine if you're not already doing it, because goddamn, it has a fucking hold on you, man.
Yeah.
And I wrote the song, and it's like, it's about addiction for sure, but then I was like, oh man, this is kind of reads like a love song, and it totally does, but I think they're kind of one and the same sometimes. Like you can be kind of craving this thing, whether it's artificial nicotine or love, and yeah. So it's called Red Light, and I'm telling you guys that it's about my vape, but when other people hear it, maybe they'll think that it's about a lady. Devil, you taste so sweet, and you fit right in these Levi's jeans. Sweet mama, come home with me, get tangled in my sheet. Ooh, baby, hopping for midnight driving. You know I need you, oh, you know I need you, yeah. See the devil shining in your eyes, and you know I need you, oh, you know I need you, baby. I'm feeding you. Got me spinning like a hurricane, and I'll breathe you in and out and in again. All I need. Try to hide it, baby, don't let them see. We smoking mirrors, baby, we smoking mirrors, baby. We got that tunnel vision, you won't let me breathe. We smoking mirrors, baby, we smoking mirrors, baby. I'm feeding you. Got me spinning like a hurricane, and I'll breathe you and out and in again. Don't stop, baby, don't give me the red light. Don't stop, baby, don't give me the red light. You know when your vape dies? Don't stop, baby, don't give me the red light. And ooh, ooh, don't stop, baby, don't give me the red light. Stupid.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Vape or not.
Yeah. Everyone who vapes is clutching their vape right now, by the way. I can see you.
They're asking, what are we?
Yeah. Wait.
All right. So this next song I'm gonna play another one I recently wrote. It's about my best friend. My best friend Chelsea and I, if you're watching on the live stream, hi Chelsea. She's back home in New Jersey. We grew up like our backyards touching, and so I've known her since birth. We were, best friends from the day we were born, still are. And when we were kids, especially around like age 10 and stuff, summers, like we were just off leash. Like we were just out wandering the neighborhood, you know, going through people's backyards, exploring the woods, riding our bikes, skateboarding, you know, you name it. And I was reflecting on my childhood. One night, it was just like a random night. I couldn't sleep, and I got out of bed and I wrote this song at like 2 a.m. Just thinking back on like all those memories and trying to capture that nostalgia and like that feeling of like hearing the cicadas, feeling the sprinkler on your ankles, smelling the grass, you know, like all those details. And so yeah, this song is for her, and it's called Us at 10. On a warm, thin paper sky, we wrote our names on clouds for miles. Raspberries and grassy sighs, chalk white hands and muddy sighs, skater sounds and sprinkler clicks, gravel stained kickstand kits, EC Woods, the great abyss, Chestnut Street, our private bliss, Olympic beams, a grassy ledge, our world spun on a quarter's edge. Take the shortcut through the hedge, make another blood-packed pledge. Make another blood-packed pledge. Make another. Soaring from bookshelf heights on plastic wings on summer nights. Bedroom melts, the warming light. A forlorn train, a forlorn rhyme. Familiar face, familiar eyes. Ate some rhubarb, didn't die. Played your brother's golden eye. Park Players Day and Manhunt Night. When I dream, I always smile. We were at peace for that little while. When I dream, I always smile. We knew peace for that little while. When I dream, I always smile. We were at peace for that little while. When I dream, I always smile. We knew peace for that little while.
I love that. That's awesome.
All right, well, this is something very different. It's good, right? I love the,
I know,
I love the variety.
We're all over the place.
This song is a song that came out of 15 years of silence in the wake of the death of a loved one. I just stopped playing and writing for 15 years. And then one day I just couldn't shut up anymore. And what's ironic about this is that I wrote this in 2019, and it's even more so, it applies more now, I think, than then. And in a way, it's a bit of a prophetic song, I think, for what we're all going through right now, just the way things are collapsing. And then the other thing I wanted to mention before I sing this is I call myself a troubadour. If you don't know, a troubadour are like the singing minstrels of the Renaissance. And they were known for, entertaining the higher classes and all of that, which is what they did for money. But they spent a lot of their time on the street, in the marketplace, in the parks, among the people, and they really kind of were the voice of protest, where people couldn't get away with saying things that were treasonous in those days. The troubadour could get away with saying just about anything in song. So I feel like the intention of this song is to express protest, and I was nervous about doing it here because sometimes protest has a way of falling on deaf ears, or people just feel uncomfortable with it and don't want to participate in it. And I feel like we still should do it anyway because that's what it's for. I do want to offer you a line that if you wanted to jump in there and sing a little later in the song, feel free. The song is a very different kind of song. Like I said, it repeats a lot. It has a lot of gathering in it. And so every time you hear the word brutality or force or what is freely given, it takes on a different meaning. Like the word force can mean physical force or army or whatever, but it can also mean the force of words, the force of emotional oppression, the force of passion. Brutality, again, could mean all sorts of things, physical, obvious things, but it can also be just really quiet and calculated cruelty and those kinds of things that humans are unfortunately so good at. But I'm going to give you this line. It comes a little later in the song, and it goes like this. What is freely given? Oh, oh, oh. Try that. What is freely given? Oh, oh, oh. And this is the kind of song, it's like a bullhorn song, so the quality of the sound is not nearly as important as the quality of the intention and the heart behind it. And so as I go through, please gather your frustration, gather your anger, gather your fear, gather your sadness, gather your outrage, gather your impotence and sense of not being able to do anything about anything that's going on, and sing with me at some point in the song. And there's a lot of moaning in it. There's a lot of O's and O's, because I feel like at some point, continuing to name the atrocities is not helpful. It almost re-perpetuates. At some point, we just have to make nonverbal sounds to just say how much it hurts to be a human in the human world right now. So, just because you give me pleasure doesn't mean I'm yours. Even when we said it to each other, I'm yours, really wasn't true. It wasn't true. Just because you give me pleasure doesn't mean I'm yours. I mean, of course it was true. We really meant it. But it's not what we got. No, it's not what we got. Oh. freely given. Oh, when everything is freely given, we all get what we need. We all get what we need. When everything is freely given, don't be consumed by the corporations. Don't feed and care for the never-ending war. We gotta change so we all get what we need and take only what is really given. Take only what is freely given. When everything is freely given, we all get what we need. Thank you.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of Act 1. I just want to say thank you to Artichoke for hosting this every month, for Phil on video, Tad back there on sound, Cynthia behind the bar, Kyle at the door, and Eddie in the store. We're going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Feel free to say hi. Maybe Indigo will dig out that copy of the book, and we can take a look at that. But say hi, grab a drink from the bar. We'll come back in about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll do 2 more rounds. Thanks, y'all.
Well, no, that's for you. Is since you moved to Woodstock area.
Oh, yeah. You know what I will say? Oh,
Well, you know, if you do something, with punch.
yes, perfect. Thank you.
They're not all like that, but you know, for something like this, you pick the good ones. So.
Thank you. Well, at least I throw something on the tip.
Oh, I would love it for a drink.
It's interesting. It's like most people can just like go into a room and write, but I think for me, like I have to be totally alone. It's like I kind of sleep like that too. I need like blackout, silence, dark cave. So in terms of writing, like I think just having the solitude has been really conducive.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And then like I will also say it's the lifestyle change. Like I'm going to 3 to 5 shows a week now. I'm doing the Shiloh thing of like going out constantly, and so I'll like go see someone, come home, and like let me like bang something out, even if it's not like the full thing. Just like you get really inspired out at these events, and then you come home with that energy.
Yeah. Also just
Yeah.
kind of ear to, oh my god, I know how they did that, but I didn't almost
closer with people like Shiloh and Emma. Like they're prolific. Like both of them write so much all of the time, and so that's hugely inspirational. And just like it also taught me like okay, like historically I've been like really precious about it, and it didn't even really work. Like okay, sometimes it yielded something cool, but for the most part, I pine and I and it just is like no, just get something out. I now see songwriting really differently. I see it as like a puzzle that has to be solved, as opposed to. I still think there's certain settings in which it's a David statue carving from marble. Like that's maybe a stage of it. But if anything, it's like I'll have an idea and then I'm like, okay, how do I get there? And so I'm like, I've also done this thing where historically it's never happened, but like I'll hear a melody in my head and then I'll have to just figure it out on guitar. But like vocally, I haven't figured it out. And that happened with like Lost Lake. It's like it's happened with Shortline stuff too. But then it's also happening here with songs where it's like I'll hear it.
I think like really kind of, like you're
Yeah, like that's how I wrote the last song we're gonna play. And honestly, maybe these last two, but honestly, maybe all of them. And that was just interesting. And then I feel like that's made me better at guitar too, because it's still a lot of cowboy chords, but I am finally messing around with like sixes and sevens and just diminished stuff, not full, And then at some point you can clearly tell that I learned the F major to F minor emo dip and like got addicted to it because it's in like 3 of the songs.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's like when it hits, it hits. No, yeah, it's been really cool, and like I think just having this channel open up has been healthy all around. I feel like I let a pressure valve go in a way that I feel really creative when we're in our group setting, and I then feel like the extra energy that maybe was making me like widely, like it has somewhere to go. So like I feel like better balance.
Yeah, there are different
crowd, kind of hard to fill the room.
To be like a band song, like it has to get through a certain shape.
Yeah.
And if it's not that, it doesn't mean it's not worth going through. Right. It goes through a certain
Totally. Yeah.
So like the stuff that doesn't make that cut isn't an indictment of the material, just the content.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I am curious to hear at the end of this if you guys think any of these like would work as band songs because I don't know and kind of maybe no, but it's like they would have to be reinvented.
They would have to be reinvented. I can't help myself. I listen to all of them and I'm like thinking of company pieces.
Yeah.
And I think they could all be full group songs.
Yeah.
Would they work in the like style that we've specifically
Totally.
honed out different?
Yeah.
Like percussively.
I'm good. Yeah,
light
like
touch
Leonard
and,
went
just
on
not
a
something we
two-minute
have
little
done
song,
in
so
the
that
past.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I think it's just a temporary.
Yeah. And part of me is also like we are not starved for like Taylor's got ideas coming. There are other like again, Lost Lake came out of nowhere. Taylor playing some part on guitar, and to that end, I think just like we can keep digging.
I'm really glad about it.
Keep digging those like fields without necessarily needing to come over here. But obviously, if and when we want to come to this orchard, harvest from it, I'd love to. But it's also like we also kind of a cool way that we're writing, and so maybe like we just keep going with that.
But it's also potentially cool to have like almost.
I was just saying.
Yeah, no, a million percent.
One of them is
Finding positions that go together well, but are very
Yeah.
drummer, and it's the same
There's a
song.
real touch.
Yeah, yeah.
You can have like your.
I mean, I knew that as
the way
soon
that you
as you
not like
announced
want
and
it to
I
be,
watched
but
the
a different
videos.
way it could.
Yeah. The other thing is, even recording Wet Pine, the first song with Lisa, was an entire. I'm so excited to show you guys because it's an entire unpacking. Like, it sounds like that for 2 seconds, and then it does not sound like that. But it also does sound like a Shortline song. Like, it has piano and it has cello and it has weird trumpet. There's like a weird that. Remember on the inspiration playlist visiting Croatia, Alabaster Plume, which then made it onto like everyone's playlist everywhere. There's like a instrumental break inspired by that song that happened by accident because I didn't start the second verse soon enough. But then we're like, wait, this empty space is interesting. Yeah.
The Mitch Wilson forgot to come in.
Yeah, exactly. And then Lisa just is a fucking magician and like comes back and she's put electric guitar on it. She's created this outro. Like, so there's also, I love that I'm able to be weird. And now I'm like, no, trust. And like, cool shit.
Do you listen to
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like scary, but also exciting. I've heard of them, but I don't know them at all.
Just because it's one guy with like a group of but it's just Bob Fosse. Under that moniker, and the worst song he's ever written is Pre-Bruce. He doesn't have any hits either. So it's kind of all you think like once you know that as a capability, you become less afraid of like this is like 90 seconds of something that I'm sure I could spend like weeks and weeks to put out.
Sure.
Or just cut it.
Or just like let it go.
Just like
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of what is it?
I just did TXA
Zeros.
last Thursday.
They're like pretty prolific, and there's like a couple like tweet hits, for arguably like I'll never get over you. I wish I could take a sleeping pill. But like the other songs just kind of Book of Love. It's like those two are like, and then but they're like they have like so many albums, and so like you could even their fans can't do that. Even Fish fans are like, it's too many records. Which it's a different thing because like Fish is not singer-songwriter either.
No, it's full band.
And it's like meant to be experienced live almost. Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Like if I knew I had a big room.
But yeah, no, it's I think my biggest takeaways of like the year have been like dedicating time for it, carving out a lifestyle and stuff that's like also reinforcing it, going to some kind of event at night that makes me want to come home and write, dedicating the time on the nights and weekends to it, and then also being less precious, letting the balloon string go. At this point too, I'm like writing songs and being like, alright, it's done, and I don't know if we're really gonna play it out, but like it was kind of good to get it out. Whereas historically, I feel like I would have, to your description earlier, like kept chipping at that thing to try to make it better, instead of just being like, it's a mid-song, you know? And it makes sense, because when I create visual art, that's 100% the approach and the undergrad fruit that, like with photography, the kind of rules, if you get 36 exposures roll, you're lucky if one is good. And then out of 5 rolls, you're lucky if one is great. So it's a numbers game, and I wish it was different, but that's literally how my photography career has gone, and it's what's been cool too is going to a museum where you get to see the guy or the gal's like they're called contact sheets. So it's what you do is you make a print of the negatives so that you can look at all the little ones. It's where you get like the red pencil that circles it, and that's how you go into the darkroom and then put that negative under the larger and choose that one to make the print. But it's like first when you develop the film, you make that contact sheet. So it's kind of like you kind of got to generate a contact sheet. And then you get a wet find or something, you know, and so that's also how I've been thinking of it, is like taking what I've learned in other mediums, and like applying logic. Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you might enjoy even the difference now being that.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's so
They're true of that method too.
They had 0. They went with nothing. And over the course of a month, they wrote an album worth, of which 5 are timeless classics no one will ever. And just seeing them go from 0 to that, and how much shit along the way. And when before they lock it and really like, it sounds like what everyone else sounds like. It's like,
The monkeys basically.
Yeah. And then when they finally get it, like, oh yeah, this is it. And then it just took a whole license.
Yeah, it's been so helpful, just these events too, like listening to other songwriters describe their methods and their processes too, and taking that illusion out of it. Because otherwise you go on Spotify, you hear a finished thing, and you're like, wow, perfect. That probably just flew out of Phil Khan's mouth. Yeah, and it's like, no, it didn't. You know, we love a song in 3. Dude, no, it's so true. It's so true. Yeah, I'm gonna use that really quickly to start.
I wish I could have found that picture of that lady. I saw the pictures of it. They're like,
Hey y'all, we're gonna get started in just a couple minutes here, so start finding your way back to your seat, and we'll do 2 more sets.
Just thought maybe that like summer, summer, you know, endless vast quantities of time, and then I'm looking at the calendar, I'm like one free set.
I'm right there with the white circle. That's me. Am I still released?
Yeah, like literally last weekend, especially because it was raining, we're like, you know what? We could try to like make something happen. We just sat on the couch. So then a lot of that will
Well, as we're all settling back in here, as a prelude and a preface to my next question, thinking about manifestation and making things happen. And one thing that I noticed for myself and for others in the music community is that, you know, it's really hard to make things happen if we don't speak them out and we don't share them with each other. So my question to these 3 songwriters is, what is your hope? You know, what's next? What do you hope for next with your music? Like, what do you want to speak into being? And maybe somebody in the crowd or the ether or the universe will hear it, and we can make it happen.
Should I go first?
Oh, sure,
Okay. Well, I really want to produce my record. That's been on the back burner now for God knows how many years. It's been upcoming for like 5 years now. Yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, all the things coming together at the time and the place and the resources and the people to make it happen. So, yeah, and actually I'll be playing a song from that in the last round. So.
Sweet. Cool. Thank you.
Guess there's any producers in the house.
Yeah, oh gosh, that's such a good question. I think practically like a similar answer. I mentioned earlier, like I'm recording my first single as a solo artist with the intention of doing 3 more songs this fall with the same producer, so that's exciting. I was just talking to my 2 bandmates here, and the change that I've had as a songwriter, I think in the last like half year, is I'm being less precious with it. I'm trying to generate work to get the art out of me. Like, it's in me and I have to get it out. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. It doesn't matter if it's finished. I used to not be that way. I used to just like hem and haw and like chip away at the thing until it was polished. And at a certain point, I think it's a generative thing, a numbers game of like, you have to make a lot of work for some gems. Also, it's not just about that. Like, it's okay to even call a song mid is a judgment it doesn't necessarily need or necessitate, you know? And so I've been reapproaching songwriting really differently recently to that end of just like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Write the song, write the simple song, write the 2-chord song, write a song without a bridge, like just write it. Just make the art, you know, make the thing, and don't be as self-judgmental or externally judgmental about it.
Cool.
In addition to like putting out my own music, I really want to be a really good band lead. Like, I want to not only like have my own songs, but I want to employ local musicians and pay them well for the gigs that I get with the music that I write and collaborate on. And yeah, I want to like be able to like play my music and also support the local, you know, economy.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
I want to be like known as a person who can go out, get gigs, you know, have a band with me and pay them really well to come and give you guys good music and pay local performers to do their craft. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, throw my dice in there too. You know, we really want to create this space for songwriters to like get to make that step, like we talked about, step into the unknown and like step out of the open mics into playing shows. And we want to give an opportunity for people to see that music and to maybe find new musicians. You know, it's surprising to me how many people I talk to that don't understand how much of a thriving music scene we have here, let alone folk and singer-songwriter scene here. So my request to you is that if you know people that love music, maybe turn them on to The Bridge, turn them on to Artichoke, what's going on here. They moved here 12 years ago, 7 years ago, I can't remember, from Hawthorne. And, it's a little bit of a buried corner. We're doing what we can to get the word out there, but, it's helpful for all of you to just, like, let people know that this listening room is here and it's available. And if you know musicians, we're here. But also Artichoke, reach out because they're all about supporting local music. And, yeah, so we're going to switch directions here, and we're going to start it off with Indigo.
All right. The timing for this is actually interesting. So yesterday was the 20th anniversary of the death of that person that I mentioned earlier, who brought about my 15-year silence. And then years ago, I was trying to write a song for a friend to sing, a friend who was just starting to sing. And I was inspired to write the song about and for this person who had died. And they had this ritual when they would get overwhelmed, and they would call it filled up with emotion. This is somebody who presented to the world like a very big and burly guy, and but very soft inside. So they would go to this favorite spot, and they would bring a whole lemon meringue pie, and they would just sit and eat the pie and have a good cry, and they call it a cry and a pie, or a pie and a cry. It could be, a chai and a cry or something like that. Yeah. But I just love that this was a way that a person self-regulated. So whenever they disappeared for a while, I'd be like, where have you been? Oh, I've been doing a pie and a cry. Oh, okay. Don't need to know the details, So you'll have to imagine a tall, wide-shouldered cowboy hat kind of person while I'm singing this from their point of view. It's called a pie and a cry. Well, lemon meringue in the passenger seat. The camera's in the back. I get filled up and need to go to be alone for a pie and a cry. I know I look like such a big and burly man, but inside I'm as soft as this lemon meringue. I get filled up with emotion and need to go to be alone for a pie and a cry. This cry isn't lonely or sad, and this pie isn't as sweet as how it feels to be crying my love for you. I often come to the spot and take pictures of the view. I eat my lemon meringue pie, and I'm thinking of you. Sometime when I came here, I was so lonely I could die. But what saved me on that day was a pie such a big and burly man, but inside I'm as soft as this lemon meringue. I get filled up with emotion and need to go to be alone for a pie and a cry. I get filled up with emotion and need to go to be alone for a pie and a cry.
Really want a pie and a cry right now. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, that was great. I'm just gonna tune really quick while I talk. I've got another love song for you, and what I want to say is I think that love songs have a spectrum, right? Like there's the love song after, you know, you've loved someone for years and years. There's the new love, you know, and there's like these in-between moments of unrequited, a crush. And yeah, I think it's just kind of interesting to consider that and look at it when we listen to love songs of like, where was, you know, the speaker when they were in this? And I will say to you that this one I wrote in those very early stages as almost like we're talking about like processing through songwriting. It was almost just like a way to get it on the page because I didn't know what else to do with the feelings. But it's sort of about, yeah, like an unrequited crush, and it's called Never to Be Valentine. sighs, and who knows, one day you might soon be mine.
Beautiful. Well, this song's about Hinge, an online dating site for anyone who is lucky enough to not know what online dating is. I co-wrote it with another songwriter. I did a songwriting workshop at Second Story Studios, which if you don't know Second Story, you should check it out. It was a great experience. And then a friend of mine, Haley Lynn, and I did the class together. And then we did the thing where we were like, we should keep writing together and we should do this every Tuesday, just like the song. And you never really do that. But Haley and I did collaborate together on the song. So she came over and she was like, what are you thinking about? And what kind of song do you want to write? And we knew that it was going to be for my project. And I was like, I really fucking hate online dating right now. And I was really upset about it. And I hate how it reduces people to just like profiles and pictures, and like it just takes the humanity out of like actually trying to find connection. And so we wrote this song together, and it's called Patience, because it's like it's a song that has some themes of like frustration, but also just kind of like being patient and trusting the process a little bit, and surrendering yourself to what's happening, and how the world works right now, which seems to be dependent on online dating. However, I have to say that I deleted all of the apps, and I am like not online dating anymore, and I'm so much happier, and I'm actually finding connection out in the world, which is crazy. But anyway, this is called Patience, and it's about Hinge. I don't want to wait for it. Can't afford to pay for it. Girl, you know I'm on my last time. Swiping like a windshield wipe, even though it's Tuesday night. Lonely's just a state of my mind. Well, but what if love is just holding your breath until someone fits with you? Don't go falling for anyone better. I would wait for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. I don't wanna wait for it. No, no. Can't afford to pay for it. No, no. Girl, you know I'm on my last time. I'm talking like an interview. Am I just a pay-per-view? Is this the way that I find my wife? Well, but what if love is just holding your breath until someone fits with you? Don't go falling for anyone better. pay for it. No, I don't want to wait for it. Can't afford to pay for it. No, no.
All right, well, we've made it to our final round. I'm going to keep this question short, which is, you know, what do you got coming up next, and where can we find your music or stay in touch with you?
Okay, great. So, not sure what's next for us, but definitely a little bit of a book tour. The book is, it's poems and songs, so it's going to be kind of a hybrid concert and reading. And actually looking for people who might want to host an event in their home for their friends. Like, I really love house concerts for something like that. If you want to get a hold of me or get a book or find out where I'm going or what I'm doing, you can go to indigoandtherainbows.com, and there's stuff for you to explore there. Was there any more that you wanted to?
No.
Oh, well, when I introduce the song, I have something to say about that. But
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
do it when I introduce it. But that's it, indigoandtherainbows.com.
Cool.
Cool. Again, my name is Claire Lorenzo. Thank you so much for listening tonight. You can follow me on Instagram at Claire_Lorenzo. I also play in a band called Shore Pines. I sing and play trumpet. We are at Shore.Pines. We play regularly, so if you like this, I think you'd like that too, so come out to that. In terms of upcoming things, this is the first of like a cool little solo run. I'm playing a week from today outside the Oregon Country Fair. And then I'm playing a week after that down in West Lynn at a place called the Willamette Garage. And then I hope to book a few more solo shows later on this summer into fall. So if you book and you want to book some people, let me know. I also will be playing with my band Shore Pines at Laverne's on the 21st. Which is I've been dying to go to Lorenzo. Yeah. I actually haven't been yet. I heard the chicken's awesome and vibes are great.
I live across the street.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so Dan will be there. I got another one with my band Shore Pines on the 4th of August at the Midtown Beer Garden. So yeah, please come out, say hi. I love making new friends, especially through music connections. So yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Well, we've got a show next week.
Yeah.
We should promote it.
Friday the 10th.
Friday the 10th, baby.
Down in Milwaukee.
That's right. I forgot where we were playing, so
The
thank you
chapel.
for, a
Patio.
little alley-oop there. So that's where I'm playing next. And then I've got a full band show. I'm opening for Fox and Bones at their release show at Mississippi Studios in September, I think September 24th. But that's where you can see and hear a full band sound. And yeah, I mean, like shows like this are so great, and it's such a great listening room, and all of y'all have an ability to support all of us just by following our social media. So I'm DriftCo. You guys can easily kind of look up what our social media's handles are and supporting us, and yeah. So thank you for doing that.
I don't
Sweet.
have social media. Music is my social media. And one day there will be a bumper sticker.
All right, there we go.
I'd buy it.
Support them by buying their book.
You can find the Bridge Songwriters. We'll be posting every month what we're doing here. Portland Songwriters Guild, PDX Songwriters on Instagram, as well as Artichoke Music. And yeah, I'm playing with Dan next week, which I'm excited about. So, all right, here we go. Let's do it. Last round.
All right. So the last song I played, The Pine and Cry, and also this song are from the soon-to-be published album that has been slated to be published for some years. It's called Welcome Home. This is the title track. And the idea for this album actually came out of COVID. It was during the pandemic. I was in a pod with my friend Sammy, who's the person who designed and created my book. And we were on the Connecticut River, and we even saw, like, from day to day how the river was getting cleaner and more fresh as people were not polluting it. So the whole idea came up, just we should do a whole album of songs about planet Earth and about all the universal themes of how we all feel, about being a human being. And we decided that that collection is going to be for all ages, which means that anybody of any age can access it. So the language would be clean, the themes would not be super complicated, the lyrics won't be too heavy, and there would always be some part of each song that could be easily learned how to sing or play. And also, in my mind, once it's created, it would be for all ages. Like it will age well and will carry from generation, kind of thing that the parents will give to their kids and they would give to their kids. That's my dream. So anyway, I'm going to teach you the chorus to this. I taught it to a group of 5-year-olds, so I know you're going to find this really easy. And it goes like this. Oops. We gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home. Can you try that? We gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home. And the second phrase is similar, but it's different. We gotta take care. Gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home we share. And then you count 2, 3. We gotta take care. So let's try that. We gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home we share. We gotta take care. So let's sing the whole thing. We gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home. We gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home we share. We gotta take care. Welcome home. This is your planet. It's called. Really? It's called. Oh, thank goodness. It's been your only home from the moment of your birth. We gotta take care. Gotta take care. Gotta take care of this home. We gotta take care. Gotta take care. Gotta take care of this home we share. We gotta take care. Welcome home. This is your planet. Some call her Gaia. The dream of humanity, dominating nature. It's a delusion. Some kind of industrial Maya. We're still in the garden. We never left. We just built a city and forgot it was there. We're still in the garden. We never left. We just built us a city and forgot it was there. But we gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home. We gotta take care. Gotta take care. Gotta take care of this home we share. We gotta take care. Welcome home. take care. We gotta take care. Gotta take care of this. Oh, keep that first phrase going. Take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this. Oh, we gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home that we share. We gotta take care. We gotta take care. We gotta take care of this home we share. We gotta take care. Thank you. Well done.
Oh, that was so nice. That would have done numbers at Eurovision, by the way.
Right. Yeah, right.
That was an inside joke. We're earlier in the green room. We were talking about song formulas, and you were like simple, memorable.
Right.
Nailed,
With a hook and with a really strong hook.
nailed it. Nailed it. All right, last song. Okay. So I gave you some love songs. It's only right that I give you a breakup song. I wrote this song after a breakup at the start of this year. The feeling was kind of like when you break up with someone, because you have to, it's how it's happening, but there's still this feeling of like friendship, losing a best friend, you know, sort of those tough negotiable truths or unnegotiable truths that come with a breakup. And also just like the feeling of, you kind of mentioned this earlier, picking yourself up on a hard day and just putting one foot in front of the other and, you know, going on with your life. So yeah, I wrote this song. It's called Doing Hard Things. I'm getting out there doing all the hard things. I hear my bones break, earthquake shattering. I hear my heart break. It's embarrassing, but I'm getting out there doing all the hard things.
This one is it's a situationship song. We know what a situationship is? I'm sorry for those people who do. It's where you're like in a not quite a relationship, not quite a friendship, but a situation. And I don't recommend it at all. And so I was in one of those, and a friend of mine saw what was going on that was going on for way too long, and she basically was like, you know what, Dan, you are not, she said this line, and also a songwriter, and she said this line of like, you're not building a home here, this is a halfway house. And I was like, God fucking damn it. That's a good line. And she was like, you're not building a home here, this is a halfway house, and after this weekend it should be done. And I was like, okay, fine. So yeah, I ended it, and it was a good thing, and it was all good. And then I was actually after Folk Fest 2 years ago, and I remember, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the one with like the that we had to cancel it kind of because of the ice 3 years ago. Wow. I remember I was walking out of Folk Fest like on Friday night, and they were prepping all the sidewalks for the snow and the ice that was coming. And my feet were like on the sidewalk, and I remember like getting this like chorus of like halfway houses, halfway houses, and yeah, I wrote the song kind of after that. And I'm a like I said before, I'm a teacher by trade. I'm off for the summer, so I don't do that during the summer now. But I teach writing and English during the school year, and so in that vein, I for the song I made up this character for the song, who is, and I was kind of envisioning like a little kid's book, like this character who had this like essential flaw, really great guy, essential flaw of like always building things up and like never quite bringing them to fruition a little bit. And maybe it's a little bit of a ADHD anthem, but like I have envisioned this character who's a really, really good house builder, but he can only build houses like halfway up, and then he has these like collections of houses behind him that are like so beautiful, but they're only halfway. So anyway, maybe it'll be a kid's book. I don't know. But this is called Halfway Houses. So. Building houses in the blazing sun. Stone by stone layer, I pour my heart into each one. Tilling land and I'm killing time. Build foundations free from the boulders. Well, they're all reaching toward the sky, but each one's only up to the shoulders. Oh, 'cause I'm building halfway houses. Well, they're getting me all the way out of this. I'm building halfway houses till I need just one. Driving through my midway city, oh, these roads go round and round. Well, halfway down they look so pretty, they're all open to the sound. Swinging hammers, back is breaking, ain't no shelter from the wind. But I look out the new I'm seeing, lets the dreaming really sink in. Oh, 'cause I'm building halfway houses. Well, they're getting me all the way out of this. Yeah, I'm building halfway houses till I need just, oh, now till I need just, oh, no, now till I need just, oh, till I need just, oh, yeah. My friends say when they come over, man, it's nice, but it's a little drafty. But you should see it when them stars come out at night and surround me. Oh, and these halfway houses, well, they're getting me all the way out of it. Yeah, I'm building halfway houses. Yeah, they're getting me all the way out of this. And yeah, I'm building halfway houses till I need just one.
All right, let's hear it one more time for our three songwriters. Indigo, Claire, Dan. What a great night. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back here August 6th with three more songwriters, Tessa Butterfield, Alec Irian, and Maddie Petit. So come on back. There's folk music happening in your backyard. And thank you to our volunteers, Phil, Tad, Kyle, Eddie, Cynthia, Jeffrey, snapping photos. And thank you all so much for being here and sharing your songs and stories with us. Appreciate you all. Have a good night, everybody. Get home safe.
And I want to buy your book. I want to buy your book. No. I want to buy it. I insist.
Okay.
You gotta.
No, I mean, yeah.
No, I want to buy it.
Okay, sweet.
I've cash in my wallet.
Okay.
Dude, great tunes.
Thanks.
You're fucking awesome.
Thank you.
It's really
That was great.
Great to meet your acquaintance and East Coast discovery.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Lots of things in common. Hail from the same place.
Hey, Tab, can we mute the mics? Thank you.